Hi everyone, Michael Bowman here from Vertical Works. It's the 16th of April 2015, and today I'm doing a really quick video on Owin self-hosting in a C# console app. So the deal here is, instead of hosting your Owin stuff in IIS and the ASP.NET pipeline, why not just use a console app and bring up your own web server? Well, it's pretty easy to do actually with Owin and everything. There's a lot of information out there, and it might seem daunting, but actually it was pretty easy, and I'm going to show you how I did it. If you have any questions, you can always email me, mbowman@verticalworks.com, and I will answer your questions. Anyway, here we go. Let's take a quick look. So you start with a simple solution. You add a console app project, and then bring up your package manager at that point, and just do this right here: install /package or -package Microsoft.asp.net.webapi.owin self-host, and you'll get all this stuff right here. It'll just go and do all this wonderful stuff, and you'll have your basic dependencies in place. Now, I did go add a few things through NuGet. I added the Signal R stuff because I'm going to be adding that to this. The cores, which is the cross Owin resource sharing stuff, diagnostics. There's some other stuff I added through NuGet, but this is basically what was needed. Pretty basic stuff. Now I'm sure this list is going to get huge as I fill this thing out, and I will refactor it for Entity Framework and having an EF, DB context model and interfaces, and using all the best patterns for everything we're supposed to do in real life, right? So I'll get all that in there as well, but I always start with the skeleton just to make sure it works, because it's usually the best thing to do, I just find. So anyway, let's take a look at the structure of this app. We'll start with startup. So startup is real simple. I'm just doing a very simple configuration. I'm saying use the attribute routing. I don't want to use the old style routing, but the new style. And I pass the config into the use web API. Done. From a program perspective, basically I'm using port 5000 for the web server, which is the default for the Owin self-host anyway. You can override all that though in startup. You pass in your own startup options and go to town. Doing a while. Now this is a little different than maybe how most people do it. I just have a little while true running. So we do a console write line here, server's running. We then say the server's running, press X to quit, and I write the timeout. And if you accidentally hit enter or space, if you're doing read line, then you might accidentally terminate your server, and I decided to use X. So on line 25 I'm doing key equals console key.x, and if so, I do a break and I get out and shut everything down. Otherwise it just loops back and re-echoes the time. So that's just how I do things. So that's it. Controller wise, real simple. I've got an allow anonymous for my controller. I'm doing a route prefix of XYZZY. I'm doing a get. I'm doing a route of echo to map to this. And if everything goes right, we should get back greetings from the XYZZY Owin self-hosted WebApi2.x server. So let's take a look, shall we? Let's go ahead and just hit F5 and run this puppy. All right, server's running. Pretty sure I got a web. There we go. Got that running. Let's go ahead and just scroll on back here. There it is. Now see, this will be the wrong one. Watch this. API value. That's what I started with. Bang. Sorry, can't get there. 404, right? Well, it's because that's not the route. That's not what we're routing to. There you go. So we get back a 200. There's your header info, your response. Life is good. And there you go. Greetings from the XYZZY Owin self-hosted WebApi2.x server. So, I mean, it just can't get much more simple than that. I think they really did a great job. I think the Owin stuff is really exciting. It gets us away from having to use IIS, which IIS is great because you can plug stuff in and take stuff out, and, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think the beauty of the Owin stack really is that you can plug different things in and take things out without having to go and recode. So it's definitely got a better abstracted layer built in so that you can just focus on your application and not have to be so tightly coupled to anything like the server or whatnot. And I think this kind of proves it. So anyway, that's all. If you guys have any questions, please give me an email, mbowman@verticalworks.com, and I'd be more than happy to respond. Have a great day.